All right, welcome back to another interview for Broadcasting Esports Every Play. My name is CKK, and today I have a very special panel. We've got a press interview with the members of Fofofo, minus one, but we've got 3Z, Dark, and Datkid here. Starting with 3Z, introduce yourself a little bit, and then let's go down the line. 3Z, Dark, and Datkid, and then let's get into the questions. So, how are you guys feeling?
Uh, Pretty good. So, all right. I'm 3Z. I play Wiper. I play Wiper only for Fofofo, and I play the game for fun. And I'm just here to have a good time. And the results, I don't really care. I'm just here to have fun.
That's
That's what I'm
awesome.
here for.
I'm Dark. I play support for Fofofo. I'm like the same. I just play for fun and just hope to win.
Yo, I'm Datkid. I play Brush. I take this game extremely seriously, unlike my teammates. Sometimes I start tweaking out in VC when we lose, and they kick me out of the call sometimes, but other than that, it's all
Yeah,
fun.
sure.
That's awesome. I'm glad you guys are having fun and taking names while y'all are at it. So, you guys have got a lot of eyes on y'all because you guys are winning and getting winning or getting extremely close to winning, at least to like consistent top fours. So very
Surprisingly.
impressive stuff. Yeah, yeah, you guys are crazy. um, but I actually have a question for starting off with Dark and 3Z here. You guys said you guys play for fun and everything, and you guys tend to stay under the radar. You guys don't have much of a presence. It was hard for some of our interviewers to, or some of our the people who answer our questions, to find some info on you guys. Um, but you guys are really good at the game. What's behind the mystery? Or is it really just because you guys just play for fun and nothing else?
Yeah.
Well,
So, yeah. You want to go first, Dark?
I was gonna say I used to play on teams like Arctic Moon and DNA, and I mean I guess I've just been good since, but I've kind of just like been not on social media or like on Twitter or whatever. So I kind of just been away, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah. So for me, I just play for fun. I've been playing for fun since 2020, and it's not really about being like mysterious. I just don't really like mess with social media that much,
Hmm.
and I pretty much just keep it to like playing Splatoon with my friends, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Like social media is getting very it's you guys aren't missing out on too much. It's I swear day by day it's not getting any better. So but yeah, you guys have been playing a lot of different tournaments and a lot of different things though in the past. I mean, we've seen you guys play in tournaments. I know for me, I was trying to gather y'all stats for the Splat World Series, and if I trying to find any information on y'all was it was quite a hurdle. I was just looking for a social handle at the time. I couldn't imagine what our interview questionnaires was going through. But yeah, no, I'm glad you guys are focused on the game and you guys do really good on focusing on the game. That's awesome. Um, yeah. For Datkid though, got a question. You are more front facing. You've played on a lot more teams, especially recently. But on the streams for the Nintendo League, you've been using Dat Menace. Why Dat Menace? I want to know. It's very on brand for you, but like, tell us a little bit about specifically Dat Menace this time.
No, I use that menace for the aura because I shred all these lobbies like a menace. Everybody's scared of me, afraid. I can just tell the opponents are shivering when they see me on the on the playing field. I mean, yes, for the aura, I guess.
No, that's. I mean, it could not be more accurate. Genuinely, the amount of times you've had my jaw on the floor after some of your crazy plays. I'll get into that later, but oh my god. But yeah, just a question for all y'all. Like, how did you guys come together? I know you guys saw the announcement for the league and everything. What drew y'all together? Like, why did you guys start playing together? How did you find each other? And you're just like, let's run it.
Uh, well, for me at least, how it came together was me and Zeke saw, or 3Z saw it, and we thought about some players who could potentially play, and we just DM'd, and now we're here.
Awesome. That's good to hear.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I
No,
was just
go
gonna.
ahead.
Yeah, for like honestly, like I'll never play with that kid like ever. So like this is like the first time we play with them like since like at the start, pretty much like
Mm.
in a organized tournament. That's our first time. So yeah, it really just kind of came randomly. We just wanted to play and win.
Definitely benefiting you guys. You guys are doing great. And why specifically Datkid? I'm curious. Like you guys said, you guys DM'd
Uh,
each other.
he
Like,
was the only option that we had, actually.
oh
Basically, there
shoot,
was not many options.
talking about
Uh,
reserve hero last second. Look at you, Datkid. Whoa.
Yep.
yeah, for me, I mean, like he just said it, he's that menace. I'm scared of him too. I'd rather have him on my team than go
Yeah,
against him.
he's scared because I crash out in VC all the time.
Yeah, like I have to like sometimes like walk away from the computer. Like, it scares me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You know what? It is aura. Like you said, it is aura. Yeah. Speaking of old teams though, yeah, again. You were previous to Hypernova. They're also playing the league. How's it playing against them now? Is it like easier to crack their strategies and just play against former teammates? Is there a little bit of beef there? Is there rivalry? Tell me about it. I'm sure they're scared too.
Yeah. Low key for me though, it's kind of scary fighting them because they know all my strategies and how I play. Like I like to shark a lot and stuff, and
Hmm.
they're like super cautious about that. So sometimes it's harder, but in general, I whoop them all the time, and they know
The,
that.
the
They're scared
results
of the
show
aura.
it. The results show it for sure. You guys are doing really well there. And yeah, I'm interested. That's true. I didn't even think about the fact that they could be knowing exactly your favorite hiding spots and everything. That's what's up. But speaking of which, you're talking about like very stealthy play and everything. What? No one's doing it in the game right now, like the way you are. The amount of just game 5 Rainmaker or even just clams. I'm thinking of that one. It's what's the name of it? Riptide. You're tapping Lexi's shoulder to get her to jump to you. What is that clam blast? Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that nearly as frequently as you are. Like, you gotta tell us a little bit about your sauce. Like, you gotta tell us.
Because nobody's doing it like I am, it's so much easier for me to get away with stuff because nobody's like planning against that besides me, so like it's much easier.
Hmm.
That's true. The element of surprise. You gotta mix things up. But yeah.
Yeah, I also got like Zeke doing his random things across the map, so it like helps me do much
Oh
more.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just running around just for him to get the kills. That's all that matters.
Yeah, getting like 9 in a row for sure.
Oh yeah, it's just some little light, little kills here and there.
Every other game.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. It really shows. Um, I actually have a question for you, Dark, because you mentioned support, but like, what drove you to play some of the weapons you play now? Like I said, we don't have too much information on you or 3Z, but like, you know, how since we don't know too much, like, what led you to the weapons you play and your play style in general? Like, tell me a little
hmm
bit. Like, what was it going through your mind when you first boot up the game or anything, or like when you started playing competitively? You're like, oh, this weapon speaks to me.
Well, going into the league, I was originally a pin player, but
Okay.
we found another one. So I
See,
decided that I'm just gonna play junior because it provides a lot of bombs for us that we didn't have,
Hmm.
and paint and bubbles to get back in for our more aggro comp since we have brush and a wiper.
Hmm.
But junior really lacks fighting power, so recently I've been playing pro. Missiles
Hmm.
help a lot, and Booyah is just really really OP right now. So I like to just play those, and it's been helping us a lot.
Okay, so you've actually been like moving away and trying new things, and it's working. It's working. You guys are actually showing the results of that. Would you consider yourself like a very flexible player? You just play whatever the team needs you to play.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been doing. I play Dapple as well, so I think that's a good way to put it.
Man of many talents, man of many talents for sure, for sure. All right, well, 3Z, I got a question about your weapon choices now, because I know you said you're primarily playing Wiper, and we see that now. You are committed to the Wiper now. But we've seen you play a lot of different things, especially earlier on in the league and even before in tournaments before the league. Some of the things we have here is just like we've seen Paintbrush, we've seen Decaf, we've seen Luna Blaster, even in S2 according to our sources. I don't know if this is true, so you got to confirm with me. But even like Kenta Machine or Inkjet Nautilus, like how was that journey? Just hopping from weapon to weapon, and why stick with Wiper now?
So like back then, I did actually play Nautilus, and I got a pretty good power back then in S2. I got 2900 on it, and it was like one of the guns that like spoke to me. It was like a lot of other guns. I used to play like a lot of guns. But I think I get kind of bored if I stick to a gun. So I like kind of go gun to gun to try to see like if I like it or not. So and S2 is primarily Nautilus, and I switched to 52 got towards the end. And for S2, I started off with 52, and then I didn't really like it during the beginning of the game because the meta wasn't as fun with triple crab, triple machine. It just wasn't that fun. So I just tried to play new guns to see if I liked them or not. And I kind of jokingly picked Wiper one day because I thought it was just a bad gun, but I had a lot of fun on it, and I thought it had some potential. So I just kind of played that gun a lot. And then Decav was probably my second most played weapon in this game. It was just a really like fun and unique gun. I think it's a really good kit. So I was using it a little bit, and but for the most part, I just use whatever is fun, and I think Wiper is pretty much calls to my name. So I play that the most.
Yeah, I know. There's some people as well. There's like a dedicated paintbrush like cult, and they see you like making it pretty deep. What do you have to say to the paintbrush cultists out there who are seeing you play? You're representative.
Yeah, I say to keep playing the gun because I think the gun's pretty good. It has a lot of potential. I think all the kits are pretty good. I think even Datkid could also say paintbrush is pretty nice. It's a pretty nice gun. So I say to keep playing it. I think it's worth the pick.
Will we see you on the paintbrush, Datkid?
Hell no, I'm trash at that thing.
No paintbrush for Datkid. We'll keep it the 3Z though. We'll keep it the 3Z. But yeah, you guys have been playing for a while. You mentioned S2 getting a good power with it, and we saw that you typically play with Dark. You two are kind of like a duo. Like, how did you guys get together and start playing a lot of games, or specifically Splatoon tournaments and Nintendo Q and whatnot together?
You want to go Dark for this one? I'll go after.
What is it? How I met Zeke?
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I remember just meeting him because his old team in S2, and then I think over time we just got in the same team together and just built a friendship off of that, and now we just been pretty close since.
So my first interaction with Dark was kind of funny. I think we didn't like each other, or like it was kind of like he thought I was trolling in a scrim or something, and I think I was the only one playing serious. So he kind of got mad at that. But like he just played because our friends were kind of just got us together. And I think out of all the people we play with, I think me and Dark just really play the game for fun. I mean, it's just really something. It's just we just play the game for fun for the most part. So that's the key.
That's sick. I think we saw you guys play in a tournament, a one-off tournament. You guys had the team like air ride, like kind of curvy air riders. Now that the game's out, you guys gotta tell me. Are you guys rocking with the game?
I don't even have a Switch too, but it looks pretty cool.
Wait, that's Switch 2 exclusive? I didn't know that.
I think so. I don't know.
I actually only played the demo, to be honest, but I think it's pretty good.
How about you, Datkid? Are you excited about Air Rider Is it Air Ride or Air Riders? Air
Air
Riders.
Riders.
Air Riders. Have you played it?
I didn't even know that was a game.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, you heard it here first. They have not played Air Riders, or they don't own it. But
I don't
well,
play
it look-
Splatoon.
Yeah.
that's fair
Two
enough.
athlete only.
My life revolves around Splatoon.
You gotta commit to the grind. You gotta commit to the
Wake
grind.
up solo, eat solo, sleep solo. That's it.
That's awesome. Yeah. That kid as well. I've got a question because I heard you really like manta clams. Is this true? I need to know. And
Oh.
if so, is it because of the left flank?
Yeah, I actually do like that map, you know. There's so many options to shark, flank. Who knows? You can get like up to all sorts of mischief on that map, you know. Just have the time of your life.
Yeah, every sploosh I see in like a Splatfish turf war game, I'm like, whoa, how do you get there? How is he in respawn? You know what? I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna keep pushing. So you know what? I get that. So it's confirmed here, Mana Clams definitely top tier. Like, is it S or A tier? I need to know.
It's God tier.
S plus.
S plus, S plus. Okay, that's the best map in the game. You heard it here, folks. Yeah. So you also went to Gatorland rather recently. Our interview questions guy, he had a quick chat with you. I was also there, but I was busy streaming. But you have some friends that you normally bring around to play Splatoon, including your dad as well. Shout out to that dad. But could you tell us a little bit more about your IRL friends, and do they help and support you when you play Splatoon at LANs and whatnot?
Yeah, I bring my friends around. I wouldn't say they support me, more like they bring me down because they troll me all the time. And then my dad, he just bots out Loki. He'll be watching and be like, "Nice job."
No, yeah, that is W dad though. I've always seen him. It seems pretty cool. It's pretty chill, especially when you get to actually play with him. That's awesome. I wish my dad did that. So you're very lucky.
Yeah, he was the one that got me into Splatoon.
Oh,
I didn't play this game. He played it first.
W dad. Holy. Wait, I gotta get him on the mic. I need his interview now. What the hell? But yeah. That's pretty sick. But yeah. All right, Dark. We did some digging though. We wanted to get a little bit know a little bit more about you. Well, our question interview guy did. But as of November 27th, 2025, you have a lot of games of Sendo Q. 6,278 specifically maps.
Oh my
Sendo
lord.
Q.
Come on, dog.
According to my sources, I don't know.
Yo, that's cooked.
I don't know how he got this. Don't ask me. But you know, over 10 seasons of Sendo Q, we've seen you play a lot more Sendo Q than tournaments. You gotta tell me what is the sauce in Sendo Q that makes you like it a lot more than just entering tournaments?
Well, first of all, I can name a few more guys that have a lot more than that. But overall, I think
Not me.
Why be lying?
since I quit, since before the league, I basically quit the game. Sindoki was like the fun version of the game that I could play, like at a somewhat like competitive level. And it was, I don't know, I just find the best of like, what is it, 7? I find that pretty fun. And the just trying to get the highest power for fun. And nowadays I don't really play it much because it's recently been pretty like dead, so can't really play it too much. But yeah, and in its prime, it was really fun. I really liked it.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, we got to get more people to try out Sendo Q because I've heard those queue times are brutal. Like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours maybe. Like
Oh yeah.
it just be like everyone get on Sendo Q at 8 p.m. EST. Just run it.
Yeah, I love it.
But yeah, you've been Leviathan, like you said, pushing the leaderboard. You've been Leviathan all the seasons except for one, season 2. What happened there? I
Yeah,
need to
I
know.
definitely wasn't playing the game at that point.
You're just you're just taking a break. You know, that's good. That's good. Honestly, impressive that you made it to Leviathan every other season though. That's awesome. And I actually have some questions
You have some
specifically
questions.
for all of y'all about the team, right? In tournament, we got to talk about in tournament a little bit. You guys run a lot of compositions that force your opponents to have to like deal with how fast you guys play. You guys play very fast. I mean, we've got a brush and we've got a wiper, right here, right in front of us. So, what you guys just play whatever weapons you guys want to play, but like, how do you manage to keep up and keep the teams you play against on their toes, because it's working really well? Like, how do you make sure they don't adapt to you guys?
Do you want to?
One of y'all want to do it? Dark. Datkid.
I will. I think the main part of the comp what makes people struggle is really just any type of brush and roller is going to be what most teams will struggle against, because it's really unique and the play style is a lot different, and you have to, if you're not looking behind you or checking like every corner of ink, then you're just gonna get flanked every time. So it really puts teams like, sets them back a little bit, and then the wiper there being just continuing to jump in, they just chain jumps and they'll get behind you if you don't clear the whole team out. So it really, we really just have a lot of space to work with that kind of comp.
Okay. Yeah. And are there any teams that have given you guys like exceptional difficulty with, and you guys really want to beat them? Like, who is adapted best to it, and who do you want to like crush them going into the playoffs?
I think we let Datkid answer that.
Datkid, you got that.
I'm gonna have to go Moonlight. I feel like they play a way that like totally like it just like, oh, what's the word? It like counters our comp basically, because they play like passive and we play super aggressive. So like it's in the middle ground there, so it's really hard for us to fight them. You feel me?
Okay. So you still have the beef with Moonlight. You want to keep that record clean. Datkid versus Moonlight. I like that. Yeah. And
yeah, that's a pretty good answer.
that is a really good answer. I like that. Now I've got a question. Why Fofofo? Is it Wendy's 4 for 4? Is it the NBA Hall of Famer Moses Malone? Like, explain to me. I need to know why Fofofo.
You got that, Zeke.
Yeah, so like, it is Wendy's, to be honest. I mean, I don't even need it. You don't even eat there, but I just like how it sounds, to be honest. So I just went with that.
The 4 for 4? Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I had $15 writing on that question, and you just got me how many 4 for 4s? You got me 3 4 for 4s. So thank you very much for that one.
Some of that.
You guys get one. Sure, go ahead. Thank you.
You paid him off in the chat. We saw that.
Shh, don't say anything. Yeah.
That'll be deleted anyways. Don't worry.
So, 3Z, you got a little bit of glaze from our question. We asked people around. We've got informants, we've got sources, and so one of the people that we've asked have said you are a miracle maker with any weapon by one of your former teammates, right? And because you could just win fights that seem illegal to win, and all that. So I'm just curious, like, how are you able to do that with a lot of different playstyles? We've talked about the different weapons you jumped through. You can't just stick to one, but clearly you're not lacking in any of them. How do you manage that?
So like, honestly, for the most part, like if I want to really try to like get stronger on a gun, I just go to solo queue. And I like, one of the things I used to do before I put a new gun in comp is I want to get 3,000 at least in the JP server. So like, if I can only get like 2,200 there, then I ain't gonna pull out that gun, to be honest. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. So so for the most part, I train my mechanics through solo. And but I think like it comes to a certain point where you get, it comes to a certain point where you can play almost any gun in the game if you get to a certain level. I've almost gotten 3,500 on 52. I've gotten 3,500 on decaf in the Japan server. So I mean, I can almost play any gun I want as long as I have fun with it. I can get a high power with it. For paintbrush, I got 3,200 recently. So I think it's just it comes to a certain point where you can play with any gun you want as long as you put like the work in for it.
Mhm. Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of people online. They're talking about like if you want to get good at the game, you really like stop messing around, just play X rank. Do you agree with that sentiment, or is like if you want to get good at the game, there's nothing better to do than just sit down and play X rank?
I think X rank's probably the best you got because you can just boot it up anytime and you can get a match, and especially if you're like in the top 2,000, it's for the most part decent practice. Even if your teammates are all throwing, I mean, if you can win those games, you're gonna really be good at the game. I've had my fair share of games where some people that are top 500, maybe even top 100, top 50, top 10 that have completely thrown the games, and I know like you gotta adapt and see what you can do because if you can do that, you'll be really good in comp. I think so. Solo's a pretty good way to um, train yourself to be really good at the game.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Um, Now I got a sillier question. We got to break up. That was a really good answer, but we got to break that up with a little bit something a little more or less serious because I saw this in the questions list. Had to say it. It was originally for Datkid, but I feel free to answer all of y'all. We're gonna play a quick game of Kiss, Marry, Kill, right?
Okay.
Lethal Company, Peak, and Fortnite. Which one are you kiss, marrying, and killing?
Oh man, I thought we were talking about our teammates.
um, I think like everyone here has only played Fortnite. I think.
I've only played Fortnite, so I'll marry that.
Yeah, you gotta go with that. Maybe.
I had Lethal Company back in the day.
Okay.
So is it a marry or a kill? I need to know. For Lethal
It's probably
Company.
a kiss. I like to kiss all the games I play.
All right.
Extra luck.
Even Rocket League? Nasty.
Oh yeah, especially the cars.
That Lightning
Like
McQueen
cars.
one.
Yeah, I'm a car guy.
Hey, that's what's up. Love cars too. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay. I don't know the context of this question, so you guys are gonna have to explain it. But for
All
Dark
right.
and Temp, what is the voice crab incident?
Voice crab?
Yeah, voice
Okay, so
crab
like,
incident. Yeah.
I forgot if it was a scrim or a tourney, but
Definitely a scream on Eeltail, right?
Eeltail, is it Eeltail? It
You
could
had
have.
to.
Honestly, that happened like probably 5 different times, but it was either Eeltail or Museum, I think. And I think, with all due respect, I think my old team was like nobody was really good with crab. So like when we try to do stuff like use crab, a lot of um, sad things would happen on the battlefield.
Mhm.
We
And
were really bad at the start of the
one of our
game.
teammates, shout out Voice, but when he popped the crab in front of a rainmaker and just let it go. Just it was like an aesthetic, just putting fireworks in the air with the crab for the most part. Just popped it for fun. Let him go. That's the incident.
That's the incident.
Yeah, I don't know. We weren't really like if you weren't beating us at the start of S2, then I mean S3, then I don't know. We were not doing anything good. It was too hard.
Well, you could thank Nintendo for absolutely gutting that, or not gutting. It's still good, but it's not nearly as impressive as it used to be. The crab.
Said no splash play.
There's no more Splash players either now. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Um, I have a question for like all of you. Oh no,
Uh-oh.
somebody.
That kid.
Continue without him if we need.
I mean, yeah, I still got the question. So, y'all are good now. Y'all are well known. Y'all are, I would dare say at least an NA. easily one of like the top 25 players in NA, right? But if
Oh
you
yeah.
had to start over, what would you do differently?
For me at least, I'd play a lot more X rank. Like it's because it's definitely I could have so much more mechanics if I just played more X rank. I feel like I'm so good at the game. It's just I could be a lot more like mechanically better
Mm-hmm.
than just yeah. Like I could be playing like those X tier guns if I play more X rank. But no, I just kind of play the backline role or support and kind of help my teammates get in rather than myself.
Okay. How about you, Datkid? I feel like a lot of people would like to know, like, you spent a lot of time getting good at the game. What would you do what would you do if you had to start over? How would you get back up to the top?
Well, I started off playing S2 X Ring for like 5 years, and I didn't even know there was a comp scene. So I feel like if I just started earlier, I'd be so much better.
Mm. Okay, so just getting into the scene, getting a lot more guidance, getting a lot more people to advice, because I mean,
Yeah.
you could get good at X rank, but you might be cheesing stuff, so that makes sense. How about you, 3Z?
Honestly, I don't think I'd change anything. I mean, I really enjoyed my time playing this game. I had a lot of good friends, a lot of good teammates. I play the game. I always played it for fun. So if I really had to probably change something, um, I think maybe I maybe play with more players. Because like I usually just only play with like the same people, to be honest, for
Mm-hmm.
the most part. But I think maybe playing with others would be, I think, pretty fun as well.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up for sure. I've got two more questions. The first one, right, is we already established that kid. You're the one that kind of is the gets heated when things get rough. But who's the one? Who's the one bringing it all in? Who's the one? Who's the one kind of reining things back in, getting the
But
mental
that would
reset?
also be me, you know. I like to have angry, fiery, motivational speeches in the call that like just sends our team over the edge and sends us right into victory. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
True.
And are you also
Would hope the
calling the
boss.
shots too? Are you calling the shots?
Oh
To,
yeah,
like,
I'm definitely the
okay.
loudest in the BC for sure.
Yep. It commands us.
Like an army. All right,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
exactly.
what's up. You're the one, the most invested, like you said. So you know what, that makes sense. That's good. That's good. That's good to hear. Um, and this one's a little bit more specific to Dark. You mentioned DNA, and this might be a deep cut to DNA again. I don't know. I don't know the history there, but this is on the question list. Helix would like us to tell you that he was the original owner and team captain DNA. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I never said I was the team captain of DNA. I don't know what he's talking about.
I figured with a name like Helix, like
I was like the last person to join that team when it formed. Like I was like invited at the very end before it started.
oh,
So
okay,
I was just a team member. I don't even know what he's talking about.
oh, okay. Well, how
I
was your
got some
time on
thoughts.
there? Was it pretty positive, all things considered?
I really like they're all really cool people. I really had a lot of fun. Like S2 especially, we were actually really good as well, I think. Got a
Yeah,
lot of good sets in.
yeah. It's a name that I still hear to this day. So yeah, yeah. You guys,
S3 is a bit different, but I would like the time in S2 at least. It was really fun and it was just good.
awesome. Yeah, that's good to hear. All right. Yeah. Well, you guys have been amazing. You guys are a fun lot to interview, especially you guys have some funny answers. You guys are funny guys. So yeah, thank you again for answering all these questions. You guys had amazing answers. Um, you guys are amazing to have on. You guys are welcome anytime. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing. Is there anything to the audience, people who are watching, that you want to leave off on? Shout outs, beef you want to start, beef you want to settle. Like I'll sell tickets. I don't care. Like just say your piece. Say your piece.
You got it, that kid.
Why me?
You got all the beat.
I mean, I can shout out a few people.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
shout
hear
out
it,
people.
Zeke.
Go for it.
I'd like to give a shout out to our coach. His name is Emmett. Maybe some of y'all may know him. That's the one who really that's the glue to this team. I mean, he's more
He has
hidden than all of
command
us.
over me, and I'm the
He
commander.
he brings up the whiteboard and gets the marker and he puts all the plays together. He's coaching and he's studying VODs like hours a day. I mean, he's out here grinding. He is the
And
MVP.
Chara got nothing on him.
Yeah, he's the MVP. Can't do nothing without him. Shout out to Emmett.
Shout out Emmett for sure. Is there anything else you guys want to leave the audience with? Any shout outs? Again, feel free to shout out yourself, anybody else. And shout out to Emmett for sure.
Shout out to
Shout out my
Datkid.
dad.
Shout out that dad.
Yeah, you know what? More shout out. Shout out Ant. Shout out Voice. Shout out Helix
Oh,
for
yeah,
giving me questions. Shout out to anyone who's ever played with me and enjoyed the game with me. Honestly, like there's a lot of people, but anyone who's played with me, shout out to them.
Yes, man.
All right.
Wouldn't be here without him.
Exactly.
That's awesome to hear. Thank you guys again so much. An amazing interview. You guys have been awesome. Yeah, and that'll be it for us today. This has been Fofofo, the members from Fofofo, specifically 3Z Dark and Datkid. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and then comment down below what was your favorite answer, and would you get a Wendy's Fofofo? All right, see ya.
Yeah, the JBC.